Hey guys, welcome to another week here at the No-Gi course, and today we're going to do a really fun takedown, the single leg takedown, specifically run the pipe. And I think this is a very great takedown to learn because it applies for a lot of scenarios where, especially you come up from bottom maybe, and you have one leg and you need to get the guy down to get those points, or there's so many scenarios where this is applicable. Trying to use vocabulary that I don't have. So we're gonna do an entrance here that I really like, and what you will notice is the stances that we have when we're standing here, combat based. Very common is he's gonna have his right in front, and I'm gonna have my right in front. But this can change, of course. Like a lot of the fights, they change stepping around, or they're gonna be walking around like this. Okay. So for this scenario, we're gonna do stepping with the other leg here, and we're gonna be attacking the front leg, just to make it really simple. And so when we're shooting for takedowns, there's some things that we wanna keep in mind, right? Try to think of an L, like the letter L. You want to go down and then forward, okay? You don't wanna be diving with your head first here, like this. One, it's going to be really bad for your back, and you're not really strong from this position. And also, you're very, very vulnerable for a lot of attacks and a sprawl. Okay? So, I want to make sure that I'm now ducking down, like getting really low, like a lunge, basically, here. And now I'm going to shoot forward. And in this scenario, I'm trying to get my knee right beside his foot here, basically. Okay? Doesn't have to be really specific, like right there, but in small details, you try to look for to get close enough, right? So here, I'm going to be shooting and coming on the outside here, okay? At the same time, I'm going to be throwing this arm around on the same side as I have the front leg here, okay? So throwing this arm around, and now I can use this leg to push myself in towards him. So there's a lot of power going through Christian here so that I can keep walking forward and walk into a standing position, okay? So I'm here, boom. So ducking down, this is also an important thing with his arms as well. If his arms are here, I have to make sure that I'm ducking underneath his arms, coming in, boom, stepping up, okay? What you're gonna see is I'm using this hand here, and this is probably a preference thing as well. A lot of people like to do different things from here. You can lock rear naked choke and all that kind of stuff here. But I just like to cup the back of his cuff, and I'm using this other hand here on top of my wrist here, okay? Talking a little bit about the head positioning here, especially IBJF. I think for white belts, it's illegal to have your head on the outside because of certain dangers from that position. So we're just gonna do from the inside here today, having the head right on top of his solar plexus, right? So once I'm in this position, I'm always trying to make him put all his weight on this leg here, okay? You never want him to get his foot on the floor and then start to push his hip in towards you. So you want to keep this up and start walking around here, okay? Now, run the pipe here is kind of like, as it implies, right? I'm going to run him around me to make him fall, okay? And when I'm doing that, I'm going to now bring my shoulder down to his thigh, so like this, here, to really get him heavy, and use my head to turn him here, okay? And now I want to go for a really big step with my left leg backwards, okay? So I'm here, and get him down, okay? Middle, and there's a couple of things here, right? One, I can either commit to fall all the way down and establish a good position, going for an over-under or whatever you like from that position. But I never want to be too up high here, right? Here it's going to be really easy for him to kick me over or unbalance me, maybe scramble to the top position. It's either falling all the way down, following him, or sitting back like this, okay? From this position, it's going to be really hard for him to also kick me over because I'm heavy on my hips here, okay? So, boom. Shooting here, boom, coming up. Now, I'm going to step back with this leg, bring my shoulder down, either sitting back or dropping down here, okay? And talking about the entrance as well, it doesn't have to be from a straightforward situation like this. You can be walking sideways here, right? And you're kind of looking for a side entrance here, okay? And the reason for that is most of the time you want to catch people in certain angles so that you know their arms are going to the side here, okay? This is perfect. So if I can always shoot on Christian a little bit from the side, I know it's going to be harder for him to defend. So here, once I come up, I can now boom, go for the takedown and either follow all the way down or stick to sitting back and keeping the top position there, right? Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next week. Wuss.